Welcome back to Combat Radius. Today we are on the Yalu Express multiplayer server, so everyone that you see here today is a real player. Now today we are in the F86 escorting 2 flights of B29 Superfortresses to Pyongyang. The bombers just finished dropping their loads over Pyongyang, and I see a few of them opening up with tracers. Now, I think I see a MiG-15 in front of us, so we'll close in on him. We're going to make very shallow turns here, because at this altitude the air is very thin, so it's very difficult to get up to speed. If we make any hard maneuvers and bleed a lot of speed, it's going to take us absolute ages to get it back. So it looks like this guy is climbing up. Ooh, that is not the right thing to be doing, buddy. We're gonna close in on him real quick, aim for the engine, and boom. Ooh, he's Chinese too. Nice. It looks like he is at least out of the fight. We've made our way back to the front of the bomber formation. They've turned around and have started heading back towards friendly lines. And it looks like they're taking quite the beating down there. I've seen quite a few of the B-29s catch on fire and go down, but I'm struggling to really spot a lot of these MiGs. A lot of them are just taking high aspect shots of these B-29s and then diving down through the clouds. But I think I can see one here ahead of us. Now, we're going to try and pull a little harder than we normally would. Don't want to black out. But he is pretty close and seems to be a lot slower than the other MiG-15s were, so maybe if we're lucky we can catch this guy. Unfortunately, we don't have the radar-guided gun sights, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. It's maybe 800 meters out. I don't expect a lot of these rounds to hit, if any, but at the very least, maybe we can spook him into making a mistake. Or you never know, you could get a lucky hit. Okay, so this is what we'd want. Yeah, now he's starting to panic, and he's going to dive down through the clouds, or through the bomber formation, actually. Didn't realize the bombers were this low already. And luckily, it doesn't look like he hit anything, and he's going to extend away. So we're going to follow him down. He's flying nice and straight, so maybe we'll be able to get a lucky hit on him here. And it does look like we're slowly catching up on this guy. We are going to have to make this quick, though, because every moment that we're spending down here chasing this guy is another moment we're not defending the bombers. It looks like we spooked this guy, or maybe even hit him with our rounds. He's popped up and bled a little bit of speed, so we're catching up nicely now. He's below our nose. I don't want to pull too many negative Gs in this thing. The wings are much weaker when pulling negative Gs as compared to positive Gs. But it looks like... Okay, so he's pulling up. We might get a gun solution here. And we grayed out a little bit there, so if we're graying out, he must be pretty close to blacking out. He's dumping the air brakes and chopping his throttle. He's really trying to get us to overshoot, and ooh, that pop sound! He flamed out his engine. Ooh, and our teammate picks up the kill there. So nice job to that guy. The first bomber wing has made it back over to friendly lines, and now we're high over the second bomber stream. You can see a friendly Sabre just flew by us there. And I can see... Okay, so there's a MiG down there. You can see all the bomber turrets opening up on him. So we're gonna dive down on him and see if we can pick up another kill here. On this server, each bomber stream consists of 2 waves. You can see that we're passing the second wave right now, and we're chasing this guy towards the first wave. He's shooting at one of the B-29s right now, and it looks like he's got him. Ooh, the B-29 is on fire, so this MiG-15 pilot definitely knows what he's doing. so we don't want to leave this guy unattended. Now he is pulling pretty hard, so we're going to go high here and gently come back on top of him. Hopefully if he comes back up towards the second bomber wave, we'll be in a good position to catch him. The MiG-15 has come back up to altitude, and he's pulling hard to try and get behind the bomber formation again. So we're going to see if we can take some shots at him here. He's a little too far away, but maybe if we can get him to pull off of the bombers, that would still be a success in my eyes. In a straight line at these altitudes, these MiG-15s just have so much better acceleration over the Sabres. It's going to be really difficult to catch this guy. So unfortunately, it looks like he's going to get another pass at the bombers. And it looks like we have another one that's going down. We just passed overhead. But now he's turning a little bit, so we're going to turn a little earlier and see if we can cut ahead of him. I think if we simply just follow his turn, there's really no way that we're going to be able to catch this guy. So, okay, so it looks like we are starting to catch him after that now. We're going to point the nose down, unload a little bit. Hopefully that'll give us enough speed to catch him. And, okay, yeah, so I think we're going to be able to come in for a gun solution. Nobody's behind us. Good. It's so difficult to line it up at these high speeds. Make sure that we can hit him right in the engine, and something flew off there, so he's hit. He's got to know he's in trouble now, so it looks like, okay, yep, here he goes. He's going to start pulling up, and I've got the G-suit, buddy. This fight doesn't favor you. He almost certainly blacked himself out there, so we're going to ease it onto him nice here, and solid hits. I am shocked this guy is not down yet, and ooh, we just got buzzed by another MiG, so we're going to follow this guy down. And I don't want to stay up here with that other MiG. But yeah, these early jets, usually you hit them with just a few rounds and they just completely burst into flames. So the fact that this guy is still kicking after taking that many hits is, he's a very lucky pilot. But it looks like he is still trying to run back to base, so we're going to try and hit him one more time. I can't quite pull up hard enough, and we're going to pull up to come back around for another pass. There's still nothing behind us, but actually, this guy's going pretty slow now, so I'm wondering if he actually does have his engine knocked out. But we are still somewhat close to the airfield, so I don't want to risk this guy being able to get back to base. So we'll give him one more squirt here, and oh, dead center. But ooh, okay, it looks like his buddy is coming back down to help him, so we got a problem now. He did come in pretty fast here, so we're going to pull hard. See, and okay, there's a second one now. That's not good. I want to see if I can get this guy to overshoot, and he is sticking to us like glue. That's not good. So we're going to unload a little bit and try and get some distance while he's slow at the top of the loop there. Where is the second MiG? Okay. They're both back there, so we've got a decent amount of speed over them then, so we're just going to haul it back to our own lines, and hopefully that will buy us enough time to think of something. We did pick up a decent amount of speed there in the dive, so it seems like they're having a difficult time catching up. I can see one of them there to our 7 o'clock, just shadowing a little bit above us. He's going a little off to the side. He might have lost sight of us for a second, and the other one's way back there on our deep 6. So we're just going to keep heading this way back towards our friendly lines. Hopefully, maybe at some point they'll break off, or I can get enough separation that Maybe I can lose him down in the mountain ranges coming up ahead. Now, while we're down low like this, I love just admiring the game. And okay, it looks like I see maybe they're breaking off? Yeah, okay, yeah, so they're breaking off. Nice. So it looks like we are home free. We'll start to make our way back to base. We are very fortunate that those MiGs broke off when they did, because we are extremely low on fuel. You can see down there in the bottom right that we have about maybe less than 20 gallons of fuel left. So if they had stayed on us and we had to keep the throttle going at full sprint, there would be almost certainly no way that we would have been able to make it back to base here. And even now, I'm a little concerned that the engine might die on us on our final approach. So I know this is a pretty ugly looking pattern, but we're just going to have to make it work, because I'm almost certain that we're not going to be able to have another chance at this. So normally when we're going on the downwind, I want to be at an altitude of at least 1,000 feet. Or at least that's what you did for the prop aircraft in IL-2 Great Battles. If the parameters for landing are any different for these jet aircraft, please let me know down in the comment section below. All right, so we have our landing gear and our flaps down, and we're overshooting the runway a little bit on our final approach, but I think we can still make it work. It might be a little bit of an ugly landing, and we're gonna have to give it a little more oomph on the engine here to keep it from stalling. Okay, now we're overshooting it in the other direction. Knowing my luck, this is the time that the engine would choose to die out on me, but it does look like she is going to get us there all the way. We are going a little faster than I would like. Normally I want to be touching down at around 110 miles an hour. But we're going to pull the nose up and... Yep, okay, see, because of that speed, she's floating above the runway. That is known as the ground effect. And now she's going to sink, and... Okay, there we go. Whew! Okay. We'll bring her to a stop, and I think I did see some players that were getting ready to taxi onto the runway behind us, and so this is a multiplayer server, so once we come to a stop, we're going to taxi off to the side so we don't get rammed up the rear. Okay, yeah, so you can see a Sabre back there. This aircraft does come with nose steering, so it is pretty easy to taxi with. And wow, amazing timing. Our engine just died of fuel starvation, so I swear this plane's not a paid actor, but I hope everyone enjoyed the video today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Signing off.